John Simpson has put in such a big shift over the last 2 or 3 rounds. What's his reservoir of energy looking like? Is he going to start feeling the heat? Because he really has upped the workload massively over the last 2 or 3 rounds.
Yeah, well, the last round was a big round for him. He put a lot of work in, but he just looks the fitter. At this stage of the contest, he does look the fitter and more fresher fighter of the two.
Much of the last 3 or 4 rounds have we seen Smith just leaning all over Simpson. That's not where he does his best work. That's not where he needs to be. And a lot of Smith's punches are getting caught on the gloves and the arms now of Simpson as well. That's better as he tries to keep the pressure going, but a big right hand to the midsection again from Simpson at the end of that little exchange. And he's been popping those in with regularity. And they've certainly slowed Smith's charge down. They both land well.
Yeah, that was a super shot there from Smith. Little short left hook on the inside. Caught Simpson flush as he was coming forward. Simpson has only taken a backward step.
There goes those body shots again.
In the last 3 or 4 rounds. See what Simpson is doing, he's holding his guard nice and high, prepared to take shots as he's walking forward, and then Smith holding the feet, gives him the opportunity to deliver his own shots. That's what he's doing. He's covering up well as he's coming forward, Simpson.
Good right uppercut from Simpson. See the spray fly off the head of the Commonwealth champion. And he's getting caught up in a brawl again, and it's gutsy and brave this from Smith, but is it smart? And the place goes crazy as they try and get a point deducted, and the way this fight is going, the Smith camp might need a deduction from Simpson, because he really has been the governor for the last few rounds. Again, trying to find something from somewhere.
John, don't push him off.
Well, there have been some questions asked of Smith's heart. They've been answered as we get to the last few seconds of round 9. And what a fascinating round this has been as well. Another one of those is going to be tough to score.
Tough to score. And I think the question you asked there has been answered by both fighters. They've both come through bad patches, and that's what makes a good champion.
Couple of good right hands once again. But look at the response from Smith right on the bell. Well, you know it's a good fight when you hear the timekeeper say round 10, and you wonder how it can possibly be round 10. This is how Richard is seeing it through 9. With Simpson just with his nose in front. It's a typical John Simpson fight. It could go either way. Bit of tape has worn loose on the right glove of Smith. Well, Phil Edwards will ask for a little bit of work to be done on that. We'll have to see. Yeah, the uppercut inside from Simpson. They're both looking very tired now.
Yeah. Quality's gone a little bit out of both their styles.
And a good right hand from Simpson. And here we go again. I'm impressed with Smith that he's prepared to stand toe-to-toe and trade with Simpson.
Yeah, he started this fight brilliantly, didn't he? Boxing at range and whatever, but on the inside as well, he's prepared to go toe-to-toe. And although that brings Simpson into it, he's had a lot of success himself, has Smith.
It is just one of those fights, isn't it, Richie? You know, whatever happens from here, you've got to admire both men for what they've done in this. I mean, it's just a terrific battle. It really is.
Two warriors out there. True warriors.
Well, he landed first, Smith, but he got caught on the counter. The work rate has dropped from both of them, and are you surprised? Now Simpson rather starting to lose his range a little bit. He needs to retune the radar.
This could
Starting to look a little bit weary.
This could well come down to conditioning. Who's in the best condition? Who wants it more? Smith there,
Punches from
great.
Smith.
Yeah. There's a great exchange there. Smith was getting the better of it.
And Smith's fast to the punch again in this exchange. That was what was happening in the early rounds here. Smith just managed to get through first.
Well, when you box over 12 rounds, you go through rounds where now and again you have a breather, you get your second wind, and then your fitness kicks in again. And this is one of those rounds where Smith's fitness, he's picked it up again.
Yeah, he has weathered that storm, hasn't he? And you heard Billy Nelson, Simpson's manager, say we need a big round here. He's not getting it. And if your scorecard is to be believed, Richie, we could be all square with 2 to play.
Well, this is Smith's round for me. He's done the better work. His combinations have been better.
And he really has upped the tempo and been the governor. Well, who can summon up a third win? This is what it's going to be needing, I think, to win this British featherweight title. Look at that. Nothing between them again. We had a split decision in Glasgow. Surely not another one in Liverpool.
Well, you heard Stephen Smith's corner saying that Simpson is wide open. You can pick him off here. And I'd agree with that, but he's got to find the accuracy to do that. Simpson still coming forward, a bit predictable, but very, very effective.
What a couple of terrific pros these are. What good advertisements for British boxing.
Yes, sir! Keep walking! Keep walking! One step! Keep it tight in there.
And Smith's definitely rediscovered that bounce. Moving around the ring so much better. And it's Simpson that's starting to look a little bit leg weary in there at the moment.
Simpson's worked well with that single right uppercut on the inside, but Smith, when he's throwing 3s and 4s downstairs, then that's probably just catching the eye of the judges.
And he's hitting on the back of the head again, and
You have to watch it here. The referee won't be pleased with that.
He's got away with it. I tell you, a deduction would just... Well, it could be catastrophic for Simpson in a fight this close. He's really got to watch it. Well, Smith tried to blow his man away in the first couple of rounds. That didn't work. And Simpson tried to wear his man down through the middle rounds. That didn't work. Who's got a plan C here in what's left of this fight?
Very scrappy here. What Smith's doing as he's pushing his man back onto the ropes, he's sort of tying him up on the inside. He's not allowing Simpson to work. Very clever, crafty.
And is it a sign that he's feeling the pace again?
I think you may be right.
Yes, whilst he's tying him up, he's not doing any work himself. That was a decent shot, a decent right hand, and they both gratefully just grab a few seconds to get some air back in the lungs. Well, much has been made about the two trainers for this fight, two of the best in the business. Joe Gallagher for Stephen Smith, Billy Nelson for John Simpson. Who can weave some magic in the last break between rounds? It could be something as simple as that. The last round could decide this one.
Could go on this last round.
It's as simple as that, isn't it? A fabulous scrap. British Championship boxing at its best. Really has been a terrific fight. And let's just hope that one of these two wonderful warriors could just dominate this last round and take this British title. He's got to summon up one last effort. And they both know that it all could ride on this last round.
Again, Simpson He's quite content just to sit back now and wait for Smith to come in and then take his opportunities when Smith holds those feet. But a little bit better from Smith there. He's hitting and he's moving away.
It was interesting that both corners were very controlled. There was no sense of panic. They both know that their guys with a very good chance of winning this, but they know that a mistake could be a difference maker. It is again so close. And a punch from Smith to the back of the head this time. Phil Edwards has just given up, telling him off. Just goes with the territory. We're down inside 2 minutes. And it looks like we are going to go to Terry O'Connor, Harold Foster and Dave Parris, who are watching this one at ringside. Good shots again from Smith and a good response from Simpson.
Yeah, the body language of both fighters here. Smith thinks he's winning this fight and he's only got to win this last round. Or he thinks he's already safe and he's hitting and moving. He's not being drawn in, but that was a good shot from Simpson there.
It's forced Smith to tie up and hold and spoil once again. Well, we enjoyed the first one. It was a bit scrappy and messy in some places, and it was crying out for a rematch. Rematches are often disappointments. Not this one.
No, not at all. Every bit as exciting as the first one, if not more.
And I wonder if at the back of Simpson's mind is the knowledge that so often in a close fight it goes against him. The judges just don't seem to like his style. Going right back to that first British title fight in 2004 when Phil Edwards scored it for Dazzo Williams of Hereford in Hereford. He always seems to end up on the short end of the close ones. Is it going to happen to him again?
There's hardly anything in this last round again. Both are going for it. Both are making mistakes.
I think Simpson's outworked him, but it's so close. It really is. And neither man has got much left. A lot of holding and spoiling and brawling and mauling going on from Smith. But that's all. They're both going to be relieved to hear the bell. Well, that was what British Championship boxing should be all about. And how do you pick a winner? How do you tell one of these two guys that they have lost?
Yeah, that was one close fight in my book. This again could go either way. Both think they've won it. I think it could be a point either way.
Judge Dave Parris scores it 114 to both boxers, a draw. Terry O'Connor scores it 118 points to 112. And Howard Foster calls it 115 points to 114 points for your winner. And the new 9-stone British featherweight champion from Liverpool,
Simpson's face said it all.
Swifty Smith.